If you want to host your N8N instance on your own computer using Docker, then this is the right video for you. For those of you who don't know, N8N can be used for any sort of automation that you want. Um, and if you don't really want to pay for the subscription model that they have, you're going to have to use Docker and host it yourself. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to go to Docker. We want to go to download Docker for desktop. And you see that there's a bunch of different options that have been given to you. All you have to is to choose the right one. And so the difference between the two different ones, so it's going to be the Windows one for me. The difference is just the difference in the instruction set. So perhaps one uses the complex instruction set computing instruction architecture versus the RISC architecture. And for Mac, you'd have to figure it out for yourself as well. All you have to do is just maybe search it up on Google or give it a small LLM search. It's going to come up with the answer. For me, I know it's going to be the AMD 64, so I'm just going to go ahead and download that version. Once that's done, all I have to do is go to the downloads themselves and follow the simple instructions of installing it on your computer, and that should be fairly easy. Once that's done, you would have something on your computer, an application that looks just like this. And there are so many different things that you see over here. You have the containers, the images, the volumes, Kubernetes, so many different things. And you probably have to understand the nomenclature of all these things. But in this video, we're not going to be going through all of that. And all I'm going to do is give you a text file where everything, the images, the names of the containers, the ports, all of it will be defined for you. And all you have to do is just run it. So the first step will be we open a command directory or a command prompt. How do you open a command prompt? Just type cmd on your start and just press enter. That's going to be a command prompt. And the first thing I want to do is I want to make a directory named N8N local. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type mkdir c /N8N local. So over here, all I'm doing is I'm creating a folder in the directory that I've defined over here. And this function is just creating a folder over here. For me, it already exists, so this is coming up, but for you, it shouldn't. And then I'm going to change the directory to the folder I have just created. Beautiful. So I'm just going to show you what it really means. So I'm going to go to my C, and all it does is it creates a folder over here, which for some reason already has the Docker Compose, but you can get rid of that. And you will have this code written in the description, or will be given in the description. All you have to do is you have to create a notepad and copy all of this and just paste it over there. You can name it docker-compose.txt like this. And so I'm just going to show you how I do it. So I'm just going to copy this up. I'm just going to create a new, and it's going to be a text file. And I'm going to name it docker compose. And now the thing that you want to be aware of is that the extension will be YML, and I'm going to change it to yes. And then I'm going to open it up. I'm going to copy whatever I have over here. So what this really does is it defines the ports, the names, and the environment variables, volumes, all those things that you probably would have to first understand, but you don't really have to if you just want to set it up and you don't really want to get into it. So I'm just going to copy it here, Control Save. If you're worried about this, this is just a Microsoft Visual Studio code. So if you don't really have that, don't worry about it. I've just, my notepad just opens up like that if I save it with a YML extension. So once that is done, I will see that it has been saved. Now that looks good. The next thing I want to do is I want to run this compose file. How would I do that? I would just open my command prompt up again. So typing cmd again. I mean, there are other windows that are already open for the command prompt, but you can just open a new one as well. And docker compose up. Oh, so for this, I have to change the directory to the folder that I've just created. So it's going to be N8N local, and I have to type the command up again. Beautiful. That means that it's running. It's going to take some time. In the meantime, I can just explain what's going on over here. So it just defines the image for you. It assigns all the names, and the ports 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to be the port where it actually listens. You can search that up if you don't really understand that. But I want to make this as simple as possible, so I'm not really going to try to get too deep into the concepts. And that looks like it is complete. So now we can start our N8N instance. If we just go over there, if you go to here, oh, it's not running, so maybe it's just taking a bit more time. Beautiful, so it started as well. Running 3 out of 3, and so we can run that. We can run the container itself, and it's running, if you can see over here. Now I want to open up a browser, which I'll do here, and I want to type just this. So this actually goes into the port that we previously assigned in the compose instructions that we have over here. And you can just enter your information, just all the information that you want for that, the one that you'd be using to sign up, XYZ 1, 2, 3. I just don't want to use the right one. I'm just trying to get through it. Okay, so you have to make it a bit more complex. I just want to start it up and show you how it's done. One capital letter as well. Okay, that was very difficult for me. No thanks, that's good. And just select whatever is appropriate for you. I'm just going through it really quickly just to show you that it's up and running. And you would need to do this, so probably just perhaps enter your email and get the license key, and it's going to be fairly simple. You just have to click on the link and just follow the instructions. Once that's done, you would have the free version of it that would allow you more features, but you can just go without it as well. And this is your locally hosted N8N instance, and you can just get started right away.